Right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the third must do LR set for CAT. And this is a pretty interesting set wherein we are, solving a question based on technically arrangements, right? And I mean, it's a normal puzzle, and this is not a very tough puzzle, but the learning from this is how do you actually use clues, and it's an important skill to learn. So that's where this set comes from. Anyway, without wasting any more time, let's move to the set. So the set says four friends Shaurya, Pallav, Anshuman, and Agnivesh each play a different sport: cricket, football, hockey, and basketball. Now there are clues. If Shaurya plays cricket, so if Shaurya is plays cricket, then Pallav does not play hockey. So then Pallav, not hockey. Okay, this is important. Right, this is the first clue. What does the second clue say? If Pallav is not cricket, yeah, I hope it is visible. Yeah, okay. Pallav is not cricket, then Agnivesh is basketball. So again, another clue. Let me just put that right here. Sorry. Right. Okay. The third clue says if Anshuman plays hockey, so Anshuman plays hockey, then Agnivesh does not play football. Okay, great. The fourth clue says if Anshuman does not play football, then Agnivesh plays football. Okay, and if Agnivesh plays hockey, then Shaurya does not play basketball. Okay, great. So we have all these five clues listed here, and then we have three questions based on this set. So pretty interesting set, to be honest, because we are not given specific direct clues. We are given some direct clues, but the set actually wants us to start to now use this information which is given to us, right? And I'm just going to hide my clues because I've stored everything in my solving sheet. I don't need to necessarily go to my clues unless I've written something incorrectly here, which of course I have not, right? So I don't need my questions until I have come to a conclusion to my set. So if you look at the question, it says which sport does Shaurya play, who plays cricket among the four friends, etc. So it means that you can find out some specific values, right? And some specific values probably are uh, uh, information which you need to deduce, or there are multiple possibilities. So let's have a look. If I look at the first clue, I mean, if I'll just write down maybe all the four people, that's Shaurya, Pallav, Anshuman, and Agnivesh. These are the four people, right? And then I have my four sports. I have cricket, football, hockey, and basketball. Great. So let's assume that there are going to be multiple cases. Let's go with case number one. Okay. Now, if you look at the fourth clue, okay, it says if Anshuman does not play football. So see, I've written a cross here, right? I've denoted this with a cross. It means that Anshuman is not playing football, right? You can see here as well. If Anshuman does not play football, then Agnivesh plays football. Okay, so let's assume this as my first clue. Okay, that Anshuman is not playing football and hence Agnivesh is playing football. Okay, so Agnivesh is playing football. Let's put this as my first inference, which I'm doing. Now I can go to my first clue. So see, you can go in any order. That's completely fine. Okay, you don't need to follow my order that you need to necessarily start with Anshuman not football, hence Agnivesh football. But why I went with this clue is because this clue indirectly is trying to tell you that it's either Anshuman or Agnivesh at football. Because if Anshuman is not football, then Agnivesh is football, and when Agnivesh is not football, then Anshuman is hockey, right? So there are different interpretations which you can use, right? So I mean, or rather, when Anshuman is hockey, then Agnivesh is not football, right? So it's just trying to tell you, this clue is trying to give you that information that it's either Agnivesh or Anshuman which you want to place at football to start with to solve the set. That is what this clue should. This is the information that this clue should give you, or this is what you should be able to deduce, right? So first case, Agnivesh is playing football. Okay, that is what I'm going to assume, and I'm going to solve based on that. Let's go to my first clue. If Shaurya plays cricket, then Pallav does not play hockey. So if Shaurya plays cricket, then Pallav cannot play hockey. So Pallav must be basketball. And if Pallav is basketball, if you see the second clue, if Pallav is not cricket, then Agnivesh is basketball. So here, according to this, if Pallav is not cricket, because Pallav is basketball, so Pallav is of course not cricket. Pallav is not cricket, then Agnivesh is basketball. But Agnivesh I have put in football. So can I play Shaurya in cricket? I cannot play Shaurya in cricket. Why? Because if I play Shaurya in cricket, my first clue gets contradicted. So now let's try placing Shaurya in basketball, for example. Okay. So it's told me that Agnivesh is hockey, then Shaurya must not be basketball, but of course Agnivesh is not hockey, so it really does not matter, right? Now it told me that if Anshuman is hockey, then Agnivesh cannot be football, right? So if I place Anshuman here, I cannot place Agnivesh in football, but that's of course I have another possibility for Anshuman, which is I can place Anshuman in cricket. So if I place Anshuman in cricket, then Pallav comes here, right? But again, you look at clue number 2, right? It said if Pallav is not cricket, then Agnivesh is basketball. So Pallav is not cricket. Again, this clue gets contradicted, right? So this is not happening. Let's try Shaurya at hockey. So when I try Shaurya at hockey, what I also understand from my previous 2 cases which I had built, I understand that when I play Shaurya in cricket, then I cannot place Pallav in hockey, right? And when I don't place Pallav in cricket, then Agnivesh must be basketball. And I know that I have already placed Agnivesh in football, right? So anyway, Agnivesh cannot be basketball. So to make sure that my set does not contradict, right, I have to ensure that my clues don't contradict. For that, I must try to place Pallav in cricket. If I place Pallav in cricket, what happens is this second clue will never get violated in that case, right? So if I place Pallav in cricket, I can play Shaurya in hockey or basketball, right? Either. I'm going to put Shaurya here in hockey. Okay, and when I place and why do I place Shaurya in hockey? This is because there are 2 clues. Okay, that if Anshuman plays hockey, then Agnivesh cannot be football, so I cannot place Anshuman here. If I place Anshuman in hockey, then Agnivesh cannot be football. But I mean, my first case is trying Agnivesh with football, right? So I am not going to do that. So I want to place Anshuman here, and if I place Anshuman in basketball, then I can place Shaurya in hockey. And if you look at the 5th clue as well, if Agnivesh is hockey, then Shaurya is not basketball. So I mean, of course, Agnivesh is football, not basketball. So it really does not matter. Now, is there any clue which is getting contradicted? Just try to check once. Shaurya cricket, then Pallav not hockey. Shaurya is not cricket, so it doesn't matter. If Pallav is not cricket, then Agnivesh is basketball. Pallav is cricket. It's not that Pallav is not cricket, so again not getting violated. If Anshuman is hockey, but Anshuman is actually basketball, so it doesn't matter. If Anshuman is not football, yes, Anshuman is not football, then Agnivesh is football. Agnivesh is playing football, so that's fine. Agnivesh is hockey, Agnivesh is not hockey, so it doesn't get violated. So through this, we can understand that the first correct way to solve this question, or correct case to make in this question, is that Pallav plays cricket, Agnivesh plays football, Shaurya plays hockey, and Anshuman plays basketball. Now the second case I will make, wherein I am placing Anshuman as hockey. Okay, let's try to see what happens in this case, right? So when I place Anshuman in hockey, I have one clue. If Anshuman in football. Okay, now is there any clue which is currently getting violated? No clue is getting violated. Now again, I'll come back to Pallav and Shaurya clues. Okay, so if I place Pallav outside of cricket, then Agnivesh must be basketball, right? So let's try to place Pallav outside of cricket. Okay, so where are the two places where I can place Pallav? I can place Pallav either in hockey or basketball. But if I place Pallav in basketball, for example, my clue will get contradicted that if Pallav is not cricket, Agnivesh must be basketball, because if Pallav is basketball, then how can Agnivesh be basketball? So I cannot place Pallav here. So the only case, if I'm trying Pallav not to place Pallav in cricket. Okay, so then my only case is that I place Pallav in hockey, but and of course I place Agnivesh here in basketball, and then Shaurya in cricket. But it told me that if Shaurya is cricket, the first clue, then Pallav is not hockey. So if Shaurya is cricket, Pallav is not hockey, this is getting violated, right? So that means Pallav cannot be hockey and he cannot be basketball as well. Basketball I explained earlier because of this clue, clue number 2. Okay, hence Pallav can only be cricket. So when Pallav is cricket, then the clue number 1 does not matter, and clue number 2 also does not matter. Okay, now I have places for Shaurya and Agnivesh, right? So when it's told me that if Agnivesh is hockey, then Shaurya is not basketball. So if I place Agnivesh in hockey, then I have only one place to place Shaurya, which is basketball. So what am I going to do? I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to place Agnivesh in basketball and I'm going to place Shaurya in hockey. And that's how I find the second solution. So if I just look at the clues again, am I violating anything? Shaurya plays cricket. Is Shaurya playing cricket? No. So clue number 1 doesn't matter. Clue number 2, Pallav is not cricket. Of course, Pallav is cricket. It's not like Pallav is not cricket. So again, clue number 2 does not matter. Clue number 3, Anshuman is hockey. Anshuman is actually not hockey. Anshuman is football. So doesn't matter. If Anshuman is not football, but actually Anshuman is football, right? It's not like he is not football. And then 5th clue, Agnivesh is hockey. Then Shaurya is not basketball. So it's actually the opposite. Agnivesh is basketball. So the only place I have left for Shaurya is hockey. Now, what do you learn from this set? Or a set like this? If you try to see, in both the cases, which I'm just going to come to the questions, but in both the cases, what I've done is I've tried to not interfere with any of the conditions. So all of these conditions, remember, they are if this happens, then this must be true. Okay, so in case this if is not happening at all, then these conditions do not matter, right? So all I've tried to do is I've tried to make sure that the least amount of conditions I'm trying to fulfill, and I'm trying to avoid the maximum amount of conditions possible to ensure that I get a solution. Okay, so I have two solutions where Pallav and Shaurya's place are fixed, and Agnivesh and Anshuman's places are interchanged. And that's basically the question. Now let's come to the questions which I have. All right, just a moment. I'll maybe put my camera on the bottom so that you can see this part as well. Right, so I'm just going to, I have two more questions here. Just a moment, I forgot to copy them. Let me just bring them back. Where is it? Yeah. Okay, right here. Okay, question 3, question 4. So pretty interesting set, right? A lot of learning. It's a easy set, to be honest, but you get decent amount of learning from the set, and that was the goal. for today's set. So coming back, let's look at the question. Which sport does Shaurya play? Shaurya plays hockey, right? That is, I have found that out. Shaurya plays hockey. So my first answer to my first question is hockey, right? So this is hockey. Oops, sorry. Who plays cricket among the 4 friends? Pallav plays cricket among the 4 friends. You can see that right here. Okay, Pallav plays cricket among the 4 friends. Next question. Who plays basketball among the 4 friends? Basketball can be either Agnivesh or Anshuman. So there's a multiple possibility situation here. It's either Agnivesh or Anshuman, can be either. The sport played by how many of the 4 friends can be determined with certainty? We know that Pallav and Anshuman is determined by certainty, right? Pallav and Shaurya is determined by with certainty. So 2 friends can be determined with certainty. Now for question number 5, we have some additional information. In a school sports event, 4 friends, Shaurya, Pallav, Anshuman and Agnivesh, are each assigned to play a different sport: cricket, football, hockey and basketball. So again, this is the same thing, right? The sports are scheduled in the following order. Cricket is the first event, football is the second event, hockey is the third event and basketball is the fourth event. Alright. Based on the given clues, find the sum of all possible event positions 1 to 4 as per sport schedule that Agnivesh and Anshuman could participate in. So it's basically trying to tell you that cricket is the first sport which is played, football is the second, hockey is the third and basketball is the fourth. Alright, now, and it is told to you that you have to check which sport does Agnivesh and Anshuman play. That is the first thing. And the sum of the positions. So like for example, in case number 1, we know that Agnivesh plays football, right? And Anshuman plays basketball. So the event positions which Agnivesh is playing at is second number 2, and Anshuman is playing at the 4th position in the event, right? In the sports event. So for the first case, the value is 2 plus 4, which is equal to 6. Similarly, for the second case also, Anshuman is playing in second and Agnivesh is playing in 4th. So again, 2 plus 4 is equal to 6. The total sum is equal to 12. So sum of event positions is 2 plus 4 is equal to 6 and 2 plus 4 is equal to 6. So total sum is 12. Another way to look at it is what positions does Agnivesh play in. So he plays in the first case, he plays in the second position, right? Football is played in as the second event, and in the second case he plays in the 4th event. So for Agnivesh you have a total of 6, and for Anshuman the same thing is happening. First case he's playing 4 in 4th position, and second case he's playing in second position. So again 6. So total you get this as 12. So 2 ways to approach the same question, and this is all for today, right? And I'll come back with another set. I'll be mixing the difficulties. Sometimes I may be doing some easy sets which have good amount of learning for you to understand, and of course the rest of the sets will be CAT level sets. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed. This was Shaurya, and I'm signing out now. I'll see you guys in my next session on LR must know sets.